it's a good thing to pull as much out of your body and your mind while executing this game as you possibly can. Don't think about whether you're doing well or winning. Don't do that. Just play really, not saying it don't to you, but don't. My advice to anybody, myself included, and this has always been the case, whenever I just concentrate on executing this beautiful game as well as I can, when the smoke clears, I've got a good score. What one needs to do, myself included, is to get one's emotions in check, both the elation and the despair. Try to kind of make them not so hard. Don't be so hard on yourself, but don't think you're the greatest just because you pull off a good play. So that's something that I continuously try to do, is make sure I've got my emotions under control. Talking about playing and doing well, when I first went to nationals, I did okay, but I figured I had the mental ability and maybe to win a couple. And you have to lose before you win. So I had to go through emotional losses and intellectual failure at the right time because my nerves were jumping. And so continuously getting better at the control of emotions is one of the great answers there.
Think about the right things at the right time. And that's just controlling one's emotions. That's not getting caught up in the hand.
I think it's important not to have too many discussions at the table, which both waste energy and tends to take both partners' attention off of the next hand. I think one thing that probably everybody needs to work on is slowing down a little bit and thinking things through without sort of playing reflexively. That shows up pretty obviously to me online, and that we often get done several minutes before the round is over. And, we could have taken another 10 or 15 seconds on a play or a bid and maybe done something better than we did.
When I start a picture, I want to finish it. And when I start a bridge game, you have to be prepared to finish it. You can't walk away. You can't get annoyed. You can't get mad with yourself or your partner. You must discipline yourself to finish the bridge game. And it's the same way. If you're coloring something that's more difficult, you can't just slap it down and say, well, I'm not going to finish this. I also like to finish things that I'm doing. I don't like to lose loose ends.
You need to be, at bridge, you need to have consistent regulation of adrenaline, because that will maximize your ability to make, it will keep you from making unforced errors. And my whole life, my whole bridge career has been about regulating my adrenaline to keep me from making unforced errors. If you try, you have to try just the right amount. People want to know what experience in bridge is. What experience is one of the main things you get out of experience is to maximize how hard you can try. You can try too hard in any endeavor, and then you make too many unforced errors. If you don't bear down and try hard enough, you're not putting enough energy into the game to play well. Some people regulate adrenaline very naturally. I do not. And it's been a work in progress for me for the whole 40 years I've played, or 40-some years I've played.
I try to relax, because that is key. You really have to be strong mentally. It's a long game. You really have to, you have to be there, be at the table mentally. So when you can rest your away from the table, you can rest your mind. I'm not going to say meditate as much as just relaxing and doing something other than bridge, like watching a good movie or listening to great music, whatever good to your ear, and or taking a stroll. Just I tend to spend. My husband says all of my time with my grandchildren. So whenever I'm not playing bridge, I want them here. Or I'm going there.
Reading bridge magazines and doing yoga helps to clear your mind. Living a healthy life, like eating nutritious food, helps your brain. So I feel like that helps my bridge game.
Well, when I go to a national, my mind needs a break. So it's very important to, in between, to, I know a lot of people want to go over hands, and you don't need to go over every single hand and every single mistake, and, maybe just pick out one or two misunderstandings just to make sure it doesn't happen again. But I can't go over bridge hands and that after a bridge tournament. I want my mind to be clear. So what I do after in between sessions is I will meditate. I will go for a swim. I will go for a walk. Even when you're playing a team event and you're waiting for your teammates to finish, I'll go outside, walk around the building, and get some fresh air, and just clear my mind. And then I'm refreshed when I come back to the table.